Hey you guys, it's Amy Gretchen. I am working on week 50 from 2017. So this, I believe, is the third layout I did this day, and it's the third time I'm using the Studio Calico December kit. So I'm just going through those cards right now. One thing that I love about those kits is they do have designated colors, but I like it how they specifically have designated colors on certain cards. And so you can see that all the cards that I picked out for this one had some mustard colors and some more of the pinky colors, whereas some of the other colors have some of that blue, like the blue you can see right there on the Joy. So I really love that they take those colors and they really mix them around so that certain cards maybe are intended to go together. You could use them that way, or of course you could just mix them all up. But I do love the way that all these cards work together, and of course then end up working with all the embellishment like the chipboards here that I am looking at using. I pulled out that detail half circle chipboard to kind of put right there on that card. Really love that one. And I really actually loved the Joy title card. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was about this card, but I loved it. All right, so I took a minute to kind of turn around and look through all of my 3x4 cards to find a journaling card. And while I was looking through them, I actually found this stash of embellishments this is from one of Ali Edwards' Day in the Life kits. I think this is probably the first one that she did in 2017. And I totally forgot about them. And it's these circles that have very everyday sentiments in gold. So I thought that they were really cool. And I thought that the colors worked really well with my photos and really well with the cards. And so I was excited to just add a little pop of embellishment on each of the photos. So it's not any added journaling or anything like that, but I thought it would be fun just to add a little something more. And then I thought that then I could add a little bit more gold, since this is Christmas time, with one of those Christmas stars. So I believe that's those stars right there that you're looking at actually came in a past December daily kit, if I remember correctly. So I only had a few of those small gold stars that I used, but you'll see how I remedy that as I continue to add these circles onto the photos. So I add, what do I add? 5 of those circles to the spread, and I think 4 of those onto the photo, and I just kind of mixed them around so they weren't all on top of one another. But like I said, I did really like the pop of color and then that little pop of gold. I don't know, it just made me really happy. And it's funny, as I'm going along this spread and as I was editing this video, I realized, and I think I mentioned this in my week 1 from 2018 video, that I did this spread right here, because in that video I took those digital elements from Ali Edwards, cut them up, and I put them onto the photos as well. And those were very colorful, and so it just added a pop of color there. So I kind of took this similar idea, but you'll see as I go throughout this spread that I did something else that I did almost identical to that week 1 spread, and I didn't even realize it until I was going through and looking at this video. So you're seeing me remedy my lack of stars there. So there was actually some gold and silver, a gold and silver small pack. It was like a sequin pack, didn't have the holes in it, however, and it came in the December Daily Star kit. And I liked, they don't have any dimension. They were very flat, and the other ones that I used were chipboard. And they were a little bit bigger. They weren't the same size, but it had the same feel, and they were actually a very similar color. So it wasn't like 2 different colors of gold. And so I thought it worked really well together. And so I tried to disperse them so not all the chipboards were on one side and then all those sequins were on another. So it actually ended up working out really well. That card that I'm writing on right there is the back side of the card that I really liked with the Mary on there. So I just decided to go ahead and use it. Really happy when I can use both sides of a card. That's like one of my most favorite things. So now I'm just working on my last bit of journaling here, and then I think I will add the detail on top once I've done the writing. Sometimes I think it's easier to write and then to add the embellishments right on top of it. So now I'm underlining it like I normally do, and I think I was kind of hesitating whether or not I actually wanted to use this chipboard, which I don't know why. It's so cute. Like looking at it, I'm like, why would you ever hesitate? But I really love that there. I think maybe what I was hesitating about is not that I didn't want to use it, but it's actually like where I wanted to kind of place it. Like, did I want to place it on the side? Did I want to place it in the middle, kind of a thing? And then I went ahead and changed out that card. You can see that instead of the magic one, I just went ahead and changed out that one that had more pink on there. So now this is the card that I was telling you about. So if you remember back in week 1, I did the yes and the no card. And it looks almost identical to this card that I made here, which is actually really hilarious to me because I didn't realize I had done this when I was working on week 1. So it's like, you know, sometimes you get an idea in your head and then it comes out again. So I just think it's funny that my week 1 and now this week 50, they are very similar, but it doesn't bother me. I just think it's awesome that I was able to be inspired by myself. So don't be afraid to be inspired by yourself also. All right, so I just went ahead and added another star on there so it would match the other embellishments. And I am done with this week. Again, another really quick and easy week, which I absolutely love. Just got my photos and telling my stories. One other thing that I did want to mention is that pink card that I added, the one that's right next to the detail card. I actually ended up adding some movie tickets onto there that I had found a day or two later. We ended up going to Star Wars that week, but I couldn't find the movie tickets. And when I did, I just went ahead and slipped them into that pocket. So that's where they are right now. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you were able to get some inspiration from this layout, even though it was pretty simple. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and we will see you in the next one. Bye.